Hello, good morning, and welcome. It's another day's episode of Momma Googs' Interesting Life. Today is um, today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2017. Um, I wasn't on here at all yesterday. I haven't gotten on here too much. Um, I've been without my antidepressant and anti anxiety medication, which is called the Venlafaxine. I've been without it for a couple days because when I ran out, I had to call my pharmacy to get it refilled, and I had to wait for it to be ordered. And it's supposed to come in sometime today. It's supposed to come in today at around 2 o'clock. So my medicine should be ready this afternoon. Problem is, it's supposed to call for rain today, but I don't know if it's really going to rain. They say it's going to rain, but most of the time it doesn't. Because I'm looking outside and, I don't, it's a little cloudy, but it's not really that cloudy. I see the sun trying to peer through the clouds, but it's just that, I have something I need to manage the condition, manage something that I was given that I didn't ask for. And I'm sure we all know what that is. And it's the truth. I didn't ask for something, especially if it was going to fuck things in my life up that I really wanted to do. So, especially if it's going to make you where you're in this position, this is your life. But I had to get on here today because I had some things I need to get off my chest, get off my shoulder. Because it's otherwise, if I don't get on here, I may not be communicating the best right now because I don't have medicine. I'm making sure I don't act psychotic or anything, or really go off the deep end. My head is not feeling right because I've not had my medicine. You don't have your medicine, you don't want to sleep all the time. This medication is like I said, it's a antidepressant and an anxiety medication. It does a lot for me, you know. Even though I still have my days, but you know what I'm saying? Just like doctors say, medicine don't take care of everything, There's things you gotta do like therapy and other things you gotta do to manage this condition. And it's a pain in the ass, It's a pain in the ass to have to go get my medicine, have to go to the doctor, make sure I go to groups, all that shit. Sometimes you can't do everything. Like some things you just can't do because it'll cause symptoms of the condition to get worse and everything. Like I said, this isn't nothing I asked for. Um, I'm just getting kind of fed up, though. I have to get on here and talk, though, today, because it was, with me not having my meds, when there's something that's triggering things to get bad and I'm not on my meds, I think it's a good idea to get on here and talk about it. because it was starting to cause me some anger issues. But, you know, for one, I don't want to offend a lot of people. But there's some of these right-wingers that are just getting on here and get pissed off at us people at any of us people who don't believe right now in standing up for the national anthem and and respecting the flag and all that shit, because we have our reasons, we have our opinions, you know what I'm saying? They want to sit here and get mad at us and say that we're disrespecting them by standing up for what we believe in. And to me, I'm really getting pissed off about it. I really am getting pissed off about it. And you know what? If I get some fucking white-ass bitch that wants to fucking beat the shit out of me because I didn't stand up for the national anthem, go the fuck ahead, because I'll be ready to beat the fuck out of you, bitch. I don't mean just any white person, because, you know, white people feel the same way as me. But I'm just talking about some of these fucking bitches that are out here. Like I said, I was on here and this one bitch wanted to sit here and complain and bitch at us, especially these quarterbacks' wives. Okay, the quarterback ain't doing nothing, but then their fucking ass bitch wants to get on there and tell us that we need to stand for the flag. You don't tell us what to fucking do. You know? And okay, how would she like it if I got mad at her? How would these people like it if I got mad at them because they are standing for the flag and they have their beliefs and they're sitting here rooting for Donald Trump and all that shit? Now, how the fuck in supporting Donald Trump, a fucking racist president, okay, how would they like it if I went up in their face and got pissed off at them for doing what they do? I'm sure the fuck they wouldn't, okay? So if they don't like us doing that to them, they could at least respect us and let us do what we believe in doing. If we want to kneel for the flag, lay down on the flag, sit with the flag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's our business. That is our fucking business, and they need to mind their own. And I'm telling you, people like them is the reason why a lot of us don't want to stand for the flag. You know, they're making things worse. So they want to talk about how there's people that died for that flag and nothing like that. I said, well, it ain't nothing but a flag. It ain't nothing about the flag. Okay, the people that died and went over and fought or something. Okay, but what about when they come home and the country doesn't want to take care of them? What about the ones that are coming home and they're homeless? Nobody's helping with mental illness. They get discriminated against. They're not getting good jobs. You know, look at the way some of our vets are being taken care of over here. You think that's a good reason for me to want to stand up for a flag? You think I should support that flag when our vets have to come home to this kind of condition? You know, I've been hearing people that have come home from being in Iraq saying that they can't find a job, they can't get the health that, you know what I'm saying, that Trump cuts things off and shit, that they're not going to get the health care they need, and, you know, there's young vets that are over here homeless, they don't have their own place, okay? They're saying that they want to actually go back over there. They actually want to go back to Iraq because there ain't nothing here in the United States for them. You know what I'm saying? That makes you not want to stand for the flag because the United States screwed them over. They went over there and they fought for their country, and here's what they got to fucking come home to. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I'm not going to stand for the flag and the national anthem. I have so many reasons. Yeah, the police brutality, and plus them having custody, somebody being in federal prison because their Second Amendment rights were violated, and, you know, as long as they're keeping him in custody, why the hell does I stand up for the damn flag? Well, yes, and you know what I'm saying? And here we got this idiot in the White House that wants to take everybody's health care away and everything like that. You think I want to stand for the flag? No. No. Because honestly, if that flag is about our freedoms and stuff like that, then I don't call getting harassed and beat up and killed by police officers freedom. And I don't call being disrespected a veteran coming over here being disrespected freedom. I mean, look what happened to the guy that was over in Nigeria, whatever, Niger, wherever he went, and him and those soldiers got killed, and the way Donald Trump had handled them, way he spoke to the widow, the wife, the mom, or whoever it was. You know what I'm saying? That's no way for our vets to be treated. So, as long as this is the appreciation that they're going to be being given, then why should I stand up for that flag? I could think of reasons, a lot of reasons why. So I was kind of angry, but then, with me not having my meds and me having to see this quarterback's wife come on TV. Actually, it was the quarterback for the Detroit Lions. It was his fucking wife. That bitch had to get on the frickin' nerve, and then she want to sit here and talk about that. Well, this flag is supposed to stand against racism. Well, it hasn't done. Well, what's that flag done for people, for minorities? Okay, look at the police brutality? Has she been? Obviously, does she know what even goes on in the United States? She obviously don't. She's obviously blind and stupid. And it's not her business to sit there and tell us that don't believe in standing for the flag, to tell us that we have to stand for the flag and it disrespects her and all this shit. Well, you know what? She needs to mind her own fucking business before she gets the shit slapped out of her. And I'm serious. And then I'll tell you what else happened yesterday. I went to the store to get my sodas and stuff and some drinks for the house. And I had to catch a cab home. And the guy that picked me up was a white man. And when I had to sit there and explain to him where I needed to go, where I wanted to be dropped off, where I lived at, I told him I wanted to be dropped off at the back, and then he was talking about, well, we were basically instructed not to drop people off in the back no more. And then he sat there and had the nerve to say that, well, they're trying to keep the ghetto people out of the apartment building. And then he said, well, York Towers used to be a very nice place to live back in the 80s. Oh, it was a very beautiful place until they started taking Section 8. I hear that from assholes like him. I've heard that from people up in Mount Washington. The house and the apartments in Mount Washington were not really nice. Everything was nice before Section 8. Well, it wasn't about Section 8. It's about basically it's about maybe landlords that are buying out these places that don't want to take care of shit. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of these apartments that aren't nice anymore, not all of them take Section 8, A lot of these people that are, how do you expect, what is it, everything, what does Section 8 have to do with a place becoming a bad place to live, Because you rented it to lower income people to begin with. Well, not lower income people, but, low income people that don't get Section 8, those are the ones you got to worry about, because they're the ones you got to worry about paying their rent. They're the ones that you got to worry about stealing from people because they're hard up for money. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They're the ones you have to worry about. Section 8, and then he had the nerve to sit here and talk bad about people in Section 8, bad. And I sat here and I said, you know what? What about the people that cannot work, that are on disability and actually need Section 8? They can't go out here and pay regular rent. And then he's like, well, there ain't no excuse for you all, for people to be on disability, You could go out here and work and all this stuff. And I said, no, there's actually people who can't work, especially. Oh, and then he sat there and said, well, there's people in wheelchairs that can work. There's said the older people can work. And he said, all these jobs like Amazon and eBay paying 16 and 17 bucks an hour. And he sat there and said that, well, they got most of the stand-up jobs for the young people, but they got jobs where people in wheelchairs just for them to work. There's older people can work a job sitting down and all that stuff. So it's like you're saying, basically, that elderly people shouldn't get disability either. I said, well, what a fucking asshole. What a fucking asshole. Has he lived in this fucking world and know what it's like to not be able to have a job and not be able to work? Has he ever had tried to go out here and look for a job and have a mental illness and or have some kind of disability and places discriminate, not want to hire him because there's something wrong with him? He hasn't been around the world long enough to know, or he's just a fucking white man that's just pissed off because he can't have no control over his white women anymore, where they can tell him what to fucking do and treat them like kids. That's about it. The good thing about them coming out with government programs is, a lot of these women don't have to put up with you taking care of them anymore, and therefore don't have to put up with their bullshit. He's not the first asshole I've had to come across driving a cab that had to bitch about shit like this. Oh, there's one guy who bitched about this neighborhood in Cincinnati, Mount Washington. It's like, well, Mount Washington was a good neighborhood until all the white women started going out with black men. I was like, well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Mount Washington was bad before. I mean, Mount Washington, honestly, when I grew up there, was already drug infested to begin with. When it was white, it was drug infested. When it was white, it was people getting killed or something happening. So, no. Mount Washington, in areas, looks like a great neighborhood, looks nice, but it's not crime-wise, it ain't. When Mount Washington was a white neighborhood mostly, I can remember my dad's car windows getting bashed. I remember somebody trying to break in our house over on Knotty Pine when they bashed the window to the garage. I mean, there's times when our place got almost broken into. My dad's car got broken into and shit like that. So, you know what? It's always not been the best neighborhood. What it is, some of you pussy-ass white men are mad that a lot of these white women don't want to put up with your shit anymore. So you know what? They decided to go date black men. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Yeah, and then, black men can treat women like shit too, just like anybody else. But, it's just like I said, there's just, I don't know how to describe it, I've heard somebody, like I said, I've got a couple white female friends that said that if it came between a white man that had money, that wanted to be with her, take care of her, and tell her she didn't have to work and all that stuff, and, white man like that, and the black man that she probably had to take care of because if he did try to go out and find a job, the job didn't pay as good as hers. Said she'd rather be... I've heard this woman say she'd rather have to take care of a black man than to be with the white man, what she's talking about. Seriously did. No. You're sitting here being told that you can't go out and make your own fucking money and have your own fucking life and shit like that, That could be a problem. That could be a problem. But anywho, I had some things on my table that I just maybe had to get off my shoulder. But I'm just saying this is just the shit I had to put up with yesterday. And when I'm not on, usually when you're not on your antidepressant or your anxiety, your anger is going to act up pretty bad. PTSD, all that is pretty much acting up right now. So that's why I haven't been on here too much. I should get my medicine sometime today, but right now I need to just kind of take it easy. And I just need to, like I said, just need to take it easy till it's time to go, till it's time to go get my medication and get my medicine in me. But anywho, I'll see y'all later on today and pray that I get feeling better, because I had to miss work yesterday because I didn't have my medicine, because I don't want to take chances of going to work without my meds. And, that's kind of stressing me out. They have some, like I was telling you, they got some kind of a current system where if you miss 4 days, if it's excused, that they fire you. But, that's kind of stressed me out, because me having my medical conditions, I never know when I'm going to have to miss a day of work. Just like what happened yesterday. So I'm going to talk to them about this. Anywho, y'all have a good day, and I'll be on here later on. Peace.